Hello everybody, and welcome back to Gotham Lounge. My name is Joe, and we are back at it with another episode of LA Noire. So, in the last episode, we found a dead body. This was our first case in the homicide division, and just so it turns out, it was just a random act of violence from somebody who just wanted to take advantage of a drunk female. So now we're going to go ahead and begin the next case. And the case ended up with one arrest. After the evidence was very clear when we entered the guy's apartment that the weapons were used, the same exact shoe size was there, and we found the lipstick that was used to be drawn on the body. So that was obvious. That was who it was. And here's the name of our next case, the Golden Butterfly. Oh.
Galloway. Got it, Skizzo. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner after all.
What do we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on the collar, boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Hey, Rusty, when did you learn that? Oh, that must have been the first time we did the first case. So, I usually do this at the beginning of each of the LA Noire videos, but I'm giving a disclaimer now. After the woman's head just got bashed by a pipe, the game is rated M for mature. There is graphic violence, foul language, some sexual content, as well as some drug and alcohol use. So if you're sensitive to that, just keep that in mind as we're progressing through the video. And we are now going to be heading... Oops. This door is open. We'll just go this way. So we're going to go ahead to the crime scene. And, Rusty, you know the rules. You're driving.
You're behind the wheel.
And please don't hit any other cars like you did in the last case.
Case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Because I taught you that.
See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps.
Don't take all the credit, Rusty.
After all.
We might. We'll see.
Now,
There's the captain.
Boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed.
I'll deal with it, press.
I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazy...
Alonzo Mendez. That's what we called the last
between
case.
this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
You don't
matter.
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We had the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take the life of this religious.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work.
That was the last straw from Captain Donnelly.
What do we have, Captain?
Was Rusty about to kick one of the press?
Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
You got it, sir. Okay. Why are these people over there?
Detective, I was first on scene.
Okay, let's talk to this police officer.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll.
Oh, Gonzalez. Okay, I remember him.
Show me the body.
It's under the pepper tree. This way.
I met Gonzalez when we did the case where the car plummeted over the cliff. The Fallen Idol. Wow, I couldn't even think of the name for that for a second.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
I'll just take it over. Oh boy.
Yes.
This looks a little familiar. Alright, we need to talk to Carruthers. Come on, Cole.
For what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad he wouldn't put out.
You a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stalked. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation is the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
So, for you history buffs out there, as we know, the Black Dahlia is still a mystery. Well, it's a cold case now, but, in comparison with this case versus the last case, it seems like when the press get their hands on these types of cases, these murder cases, it seems to, like, attract other criminals to mimic what had happened, which probably is the reason why the Black Dahlia got away. That's just my own opinion. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But this is why the press should never intervene in any of this.
Look at your marker.
Ooh, and there's the strangulation mark.
I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Does she have any hits on her head? Because that was what we saw in the cutscene. And also, there's a difference here, too, I'm noticing. Because the last case, the lady had markings, like, in the torso area. But this one does not.
This mark. Cut on her finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Same style, too. Look at that. The ring is gone. But this is... That was a little bit more personal, it looks like. And we have another marking here.
He does it first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Yeah, right on the wrist. Missing a couple of pieces of jewelry. Alright. I don't think there's anything else to see there. What do we have over here? We have the lady's purse.
The motive was robbery. Why not take the money?
Doesn't look it, yeah. Cole's got a point. That looks like a... That's a name tag.
Have
Yep.
a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
Okay. Yep, we have a name. Parent-Teacher Association, so she must be, involved in the community and probably has kids. What else do we have? Looks like we have some,
R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Gray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We can have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making?
I don't think I would want to eat lunch after that. Well, there's something over here, too. Whoops. There are the footprints.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
And there's my point. It gets reported to the press, and now somebody's mimicking the the case. Music stopped, which means we have all the evidence. So now... And we also have a address for Ms. Muller. And Rusty's already at the car. Why was he down there already? And he started the car.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Unfortunately, we need to inform the family of the bad news. That's a job I wouldn't want to have if I were a detective.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
Well, part of the job.
Deirdre Muller has
Inform
suffered
the family of the
more
bad
than
news.
enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? All around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you?
You're a lady
Don't
killer,
make
Rusty.
any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Alright. I don't think anybody's in a position to talk about other people's spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it may be. But again, this is a generational thing, late 1940s. This was common conversation. Muller residence, 11:05 a.m. Okay. Go ahead and knock on the door.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
We'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name?
Oh,
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
that's...
Can we come in?
I'm assuming her daughter.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
Alright.
He'll be back in.
Probably not.
Nah. The glass, that won't be anything.
Partner explain everything that James.
Not sure this means much.
Grab a lemon.
Not much help.
Why are we looking at fruits and vegetables? I don't know. No! We don't need to look at it a second time. I don't think there's anything in here. We have a bedroom. I think this is Michelle's room. Alright, I don't think there's anything substantial in there. That must be the parents' room. Shoes.
Work boots. Size 8.
Still look a little dirty. Well, this other... Alright, they're the same shoe. And apparently she was stomped on too, but there's no blood on it. That doesn't make sense.
Elegant wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
That's a watch case. No watch in it. And this must be the ring. And no ring.
Sign of a wedding ring.
So there's no jewelry anywhere. Oh, and that's it. Music stopped. Alright, well, we're kind of breaking the law here, but we're going to have to interrogate with a minor with no parent or guardian present.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. He's telling me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
Alright. Do you play with your mom's
Some
jewelry?
of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
Ring, watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
She's telling the truth.
I know it's painful, Michelle. This may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. The rose gold wedding band and the matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, the yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
That's high-class jewelry. When did you last speak to your mom?
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
I'm gonna have to use intuition. She's looking around a lot. I think there's more to the story, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and ask the community. I still think there's more. I'm gonna go with doubt, even though more people said true.
Quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. Came straight away then.
Okay, we actually got that correct. Alright.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she was leaving if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Alright.
Hey!
Who's this guy?
Daddy, the police are here.
Daddy.
I'll talk to him.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room,
So you
young lady.
must be Mr.
She's
Muller.
not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Alright. Footprints at the crime
What size shoe do
scene.
you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
9s, you think? I think different. I think you're lying.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Because we found size 8 work boots.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Okay, let's not go further than that. Alright, so you filed a missing persons report.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
I'm stumped on this one, too. I'm gonna ask the community again. I'm gonna go with
Did your
doubt.
wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Got that correct. Having a little tough time reading facial expressions tonight for some reason. But, yeah, so far we're doing okay. Now, where were you?
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
I don't think that's true.
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Well, why didn't you pick up the phone?
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
And now this brings up something else.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
That actually is true.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Well, your daughter told us everything, and we have the butterfly brooch to prove it.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
You should go back in there and bust his ass.
For once, I actually agree with Rusty.
Check phone records, canvas.
I think we should have just picked him up right there.
Probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying to the crime scene.
Hello.
That's
Detective.
kind of true also. Alright, well, Neighbor's flagging us down, so let's see what this is about. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
What's he doing? He's burning something.
Step away from
What are you doing?
Don't let him get away.
I'll get him. I'll get him. What the heck are you doing? And you're not going anywhere. Are you cuffing him? Yeah, please do that. Oh, I got a trophy. Asphalt Jungle. Alright. What a... What the heck?
Look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
How did I?
Booked in at Central, officer. Then
How did
pull him
I
in
miss
We'll
that?
be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir.
Was he
Detective.
wearing that on his feet when
someone you can call?
we were interrogating him?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have a
You obviously
family?
can't stay here, Michelle.
Your uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Alright. We need to make a phone call. Because I actually do agree with Cole, too. We actually need to confirm the alibi.
Galloway, homicide division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Phelps, badge
Get Ray
1247.
Pinker and a technical services team to a house
How
at
can I help,
130 North
Detective?
Bonnie Bray Street.
I need an
Send
address on a
someone down from
Belmont
Juvenile
High
Hall
School.
to look after a young lady.
Checking for you, Detective. Roger, 11K. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks for your help.
I noticed also, when the patrolman was trying to throw him in the van, he was resisting then, too. So, this is not looking good.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Can you drive to this
Got
one?
it, KGPL.
Let's go to the morgue.
Capitol Records. I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for her.
Always make the husband. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Oh, that's
parsimony.
nice.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Tracy, try this one on the side. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex Ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Again, these conversations are just funny. But, so far, it's looking like quite an open and shut case here. Going to the morgue. Alright, Mr. Carruthers.
Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Yes, please.
Cause of death is strangulation.
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Cause of death is strangulation. Look at this rope. That looks like a... That looks like a matching rope. Let's grab this one. I don't think so. It's looking like the top one.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So is it this rope? Can't really tell. I don't think it's the one in the middle. I'm confused.
This So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Alright, I see size 8 shoes.
The shoe prints?
Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember who got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird.
I think so too.
We've got to nail this guy.
Okay, if you're finished jawing, we need to get moving.
Alright. It's telling me we need to make a phone call. I don't know what it's... Oh, maybe we need to go to the high school? I thought we were going to confirm his alibi, but I don't think that's even necessary. All the evidence points to him.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller, has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School in Plainfield. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we're gonna go down there anyways, but now it looks like we have more of a reason to go down. So they found her car just sitting there. Alright, Rusty. I need you to drive again.
You can drive. And where exactly are we going?
Belmont High School.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a
They're just
place.
gonna drive on the sidewalk.
Good job, man.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
Oh.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the...
That's nasty. Alright. Pretty nice looking high school. Except for the track. Track and field looks like it's just all dirt.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
There's the car.
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. We're keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
This was
Oh, that's lovely.
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before...
Is that him?
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now!
Oh! Where are you run? Why are you running? Alright. We'll get him. What are you doing hanging around near a high school? Alright, he's over there. Alright, I'll go this way. He's running very slow. Whoops. No! Ah! Wow, the camera got all messed up. Almost got hit by 2 cars and I jumped over a bench unnecessarily. Stop right there. He's not gonna get far. Oh, 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 oh. doing? God, where'd he... Oh, he's way down there. Oh, we're gonna fight now. What are you doing?
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Son.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you rookie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your
Okay, that's nasty.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull,
Is that the
Under
brooch?
arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Oh, and I got a trophy. Keep a lid on. Very nice.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Rusty.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming and they can roll out the red carpet.
Well, that should hopefully solve the problems at the high school. Well, that kind of threw us in a loop a little bit. What do we got here? Oh. We have a bloody
Blood
rope.
and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Okay. And this is the wife's car. Bloody overalls.
Muller is a mechanic. Wonder what Eli does for a living.
HM, those are Hugo Muller's initials. If the shop is named after him. And we have a socket wrench. It's from a Chrysler? How do we know that? I don't know anything about cars. Alright. Well, it's a good thing the camera got all wonky, because I wouldn't have gotten that trophy otherwise. So I'm happy for that. Alright, we need to use the phone. Because we need to talk to... We still need to talk to Hugo.
Badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
And actually Eli.
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held.
Because Eli had the brooch.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Please do.
Thanks.
That's the top of the newspaper.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Back to the police station.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
Can we let Muller slide?
Say that's
For a
true.
while. He gets a free
I mean, I
pass.
don't want to let Muller slide. But we need to keep Eli away from the school. Alrighty.
Don't go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rust. Let him. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
The white boys get in on the side.
Alright, Rusty's heading over here first, so I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, so is the captain.
We were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, folks, I know. This particular theme is not acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing first.
I don't know what you mean by that, but alright. Captain's orders.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Why are you all bloodied up? Oh, because I knocked him out? Alright.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
Then you have freakishly large feet. I don't think so.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops. And you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
You think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
Well, where do you work exactly? We need to find that out.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine.
HM?
Can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green cover on. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing.
Okay, this is getting more interesting because that's what we found in the trunk of the car. And that's his work uniform.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go call them that.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talk about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it?
Get to the point.
Any old rope will do me fine.
This is gonna sound crazy, but for someone like him, that's true.
Conroy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping, am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitch and braid. It stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Moeller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't done nothing like that.
Don't think so.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and he put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Charge suspect or leave the interrogation? We still need to talk to Hugo. I'm gonna leave the
You're as good as
interrogation
done,
for
Mr.
now.
Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
But everything he explained just literally busted the case wide open.
Solid. I think it's time we hit him.
I mean, he pointed out that somebody was in the car. Well, somebody showed up in the car, which it could lead to Hugo.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Alright. So, why were you trying to burn your shoes after we talked the first time?
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
That's true, there was blood on it.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. The guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin him.
His response, that actually sounded truthful.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
So you must know how to use ropes.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
He knows his ropes. Alright, well, we found the car.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Do you want to explain the blood clothes in the trunk of the car?
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
You just said they were in your locker, and now you're saying they're in the laundry. Well, guess what, brother? Or you're not a brother. It's not in either place. We found them in the trunk.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM, found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Yeah, probably. Now, tie
Your
iron.
wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Then why was it in the trunk next to the clothes and the rope?
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
You've got no proof. As I stated, it was next to the clothes.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Now I have the same option here. I'm gonna leave the interrogation.
Will you look at this clown?
I am stumped, guys. And I have no, and I have nothing that can help me. I'm gonna have to use my own judgment on this one.
This guy was willing to rat his own mother outside the wedding.
I have no idea.
I think we bust in there and find the guy. Yeah, I want to make homicide.
I mean, it looks bad. He seemed like Mr. Mueller was telling the truth about the rabbits. And Eli seemed to be shameless about everything.
I think I've said about all I'm gonna say.
So what next?
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder
Oh,
of Deirdre Muller.
I didn't mean to do that.
Stir that badly, boy. You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
I seriously did not mean to do that. Uh-oh. Wait, why is...
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. The next case will come when you revive my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
I'm just as shocked. Wow. I can't believe I did that. I hit the wrong button. I didn't even mean to... I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened. This was a tough position to be in, but nothing I can do now. Hugo is now in jail. But anyway, hate to end the episode on a sour note, but that's going to do it for this episode of LA Noire here on Gotham Lounge. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the video and leave a comment as always. If you would like to get some view some future videos with us or videos of our past, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on the lower right-hand corner of the screen, and you'll get an update every time you'll get a bell notification every time I update a video. So thank you very much, everybody, and you have a fantastic day.